GB News came to a halt as Keir Starmer was forced to face a tough question. The broadcast cut live to the Prime Minister in West London as he discussed the measures the government is introducing to tackle unemployment. The Labour leader admitted he has been really worried about the number of young people who are out of work, describing the current situation as a long-standing problem. He added, "I'm pleased that some of the measures we've already put in place are coming on next month. What we've put in place is £3,000 support for any employer that takes a young person who's been unemployed for 6 months and gives them an apprenticeship, that start that they need." But the humiliation came when GB News political correspondent Oliver Utley mentioned Tony Blair's recent remarks. The former Labour Prime Minister has accused Sir Keir of having no coherent plan for the country and introducing policies that have held back business. "What does it say about your premiership that Labour's most successful leader says that you don't have a plan?" Utley asked. The PM responded, "Let me start with where I agree with Tony Blair. I agree with him that we should be having a discussion about policy and ideas, and that's what generates politics. That's where the focus should be. Tony is right about that. You won't be surprised to know that I don't agree with much of what Tony says about what the government is doing. We can all argue about individual policies. The real question is what's the difference that is happening in a country that we inherited 2 years ago in a very poor place." He continued, "We put the policy in place to stabilize the economy and make sure it grew so wealth was created in every part of the country. We took policy choices that we needed better public services, they were on their knees when we inherited them. We took policy choices that we would invest in those public services, that we would introduce new technologies, particularly in the NHS." Sir Keir said that as a result of this, waiting lists have had their biggest drop in 17 years. He added that the government's policy choices have led to growth increasing and migration decreasing. Directing his response to Blair, Sir Keir remarked, "It's right to talk about policy, it's right to talk about ideas. That's where the debate should be. I don't agree that the policy choices of this government weren't the right policy choices, given what we inherited. It's a very different situation in 2024 to 1997.